Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. A few of our tractor services include bush hogging, disking, and rototilling. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are family-owned and operated, licensed and insured, and farm-ready. Powell Gene, Gene, at yahoo.com, 352-629-2440. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. Gene is a proud United States veteran.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner & Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner & Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner & Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184.
You're having another great day and you have good taste tuning into WOCA The Source with Ocala Talks and Tom Schmitz. Well, 1 out of 2 isn't bad.
Welcome back as we wrap up a Tuesday edition of Ocala Talks. I'm your host, Tom Schmitz. And right now, obesity is on the rise. You can just look at me and tell that. Already affecting more than 106 million Americans, or around a third of the population. With that comes a list of serious health risks, yet people are still gaining weight at outrageous amounts. So before the holiday celebration season and other monster meals begin, how can you take control of a lifestyle plan with realistic goals? From making small changes to knowing when to consider surgical intervention. Well, Dr. John Ofsofka with the University of Louisville Health and Mary and Elizabeth Hospital Bariatric Program joins us with some advice along with his patient, Aisha Neal, who has an inspiring transformation. Thank you both for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us. Yes, thank you for the opportunity.
Doctor, let's start with you. Obesity continues to be an issue in this country. We know it. We see it. The waistline of America continues to grow. And based on a recent survey, the pandemic of 18 months hadn't helped anybody. What stood out most for you?
Well, I think what we're seeing in the United States is two diseases that are colliding. We have a worldwide pandemic with the COVID-19 virus, but also a well-established and growing epidemic with obesity. And furthermore, these two diseases are feeding off of each other. What we're finding is COVID is more infectious and with more serious consequences in the obese patient, but our efforts to curtail the virus with things such as lockdowns and social distancing has basically increased the prevalence of obesity.
Well, yeah, because as you're sitting at home by yourself bored, a lot of times you turn to the refrigerator. I know that's what I had lost 65 pounds before the pandemic, and I put 40 of it back on, and I know I have. And so I got to do something about that. And I'm bombarded just like everybody else with diet plans everywhere, yet people still gain weight. Doctor, give us a manageable step one to make a change that, you know, I and people like me can stick to.
Well, I think the first thing you have to do is make a commitment to change. So you cannot keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. With that said, an easy step one would be to limit or eliminate those high-calorie beverages, those regular sodas, those sweet teas, and those fun holiday drinks and lattes we see this time of year. With that said, the next thing would be talk to your physician, because they have the resources, such as a dietitian, to develop a treatment plan, which can range from anything from dietary modifications to considering safe surgical options.
A lot of people, when you bring up surgery, a lot of people are turning to the bariatric surgery. That's the lap band surgery for the layperson. What is it, and when should that be considered, and are there risks you have to factor into that?
Well, certainly surgery is surgery, and there are risks. But the risk of doing nothing with obesity and the diabetes and the hypertension, the cardiovascular disease that's associated far outweighs the risk of any of the surgical procedures. With that said, there are different procedures. There are stapling procedures that staple the stomach or the intestine, and then there are non-stapling procedures such as the lap band. And that's what we focus on in our practice, the lap band procedure. It's the safest procedure that's out there. It's done as an outpatient and takes about 45 minutes, and there's really no restriction to activity, so you're able to go back to work or activity almost immediately. But best of all, it's adjustable, and we're able to adjust the restriction and adjust the weight loss profile of our patients as their needs change.
Aisha, let's talk to you for a minute. You had the surgery. Why did you opt for the surgery?
Obesity runs on both sides of my family, along with diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. Also, being a young adult and obese was very hard for me, and I at times suffered from low self-esteem. I did try various methods, such as eating healthier, exercising, and even weight loss pills, but none of those were really effective, and I had much success. So then I did a little research and decided that the weight loss surgery was the best choice for me, and I opted to receive the lap band procedure. I did receive that procedure over 16 years ago, and I lost over 100 pounds. So my life has changed dramatically.
Yeah.
I'm healthier. I feel a lot better, and I'm a lot more active. And another big win for me is for me to save the amount of expenses that I have on clothes, because I no longer have to shop in the plus size department. So the transformation process has been like I said, a great win for me, and I'm very glad I decided a long time ago to have the surgery.
Congratulations to you for that life change. That much kudos to you for that life change. And you're right. I found when I lost the 65 pounds, I'd gotten to 320 pounds, and I got back down to 260. When I got back down to 260, I didn't have to go shopping because I already had clothes that fit me. They just hadn't fit me in a very long time. So it was like I had new clothes all over again. Did you experience that as well?
Yes. And I also bought a lot because I was finding a lot of cheap stuff. Smaller clothes are cheaper. So I learned the hard way with that. But, yeah, it's fun being able to shop now.
Doctor, what advice would you share with anyone that's considering this surgery?
Well, I think there's a common misconception out there that surgery is the easy way out. And I think Aisha will certainly say that that's just not the case. It involves work and commitment. But it has been shown that surgery may be the best treatment option when you're looking at long-term sustained weight loss and a life change. So if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then consider weight loss surgery as a frontline treatment and consider lap band.
Doctor, before I let you go, I got to ask you this question because I former college football player. I'm a big guy already. I am about 50 pounds over where I should be, according to what's healthy for me. But the BMI says I'm about 100 pounds overweight because it says at my height, at 5'9.5", 5'10", right in that area, I should be about 175, 180 pounds. Are we ever going to get a better system than the BMI to take into effect big guys like me that, if I was 170 pounds, the wind would blow me sideways?
No, I understand, but the BMI, when you look across the board, is our most accurate. So you got to look in the mirror and face the music sometimes. So I don't think you need to be 175 but maybe 60-pound slider might not be a bad plan.
No, believe me. But, I mean, when I was in college, at my heyday of 4% body fat, I was 228 pounds. So, you know. Hey, doctor, real quick, where can listeners go to learn more about this surgery and more about how to combat obesity?
Well, certainly you can go to lapband.com, and that's a comprehensive website that looks at the risks and benefits of all the procedures that are out there, shares success stories, but also can guide you to find a good program and a qualified surgeon in your area.
Aisha, congratulations to your lifestyle change. And 16 years,
Thank you.
16 years ago, that means you've been committed for a very long time to this, and it looks like it's working well for you, and continued success and a very long life to you.
Thank you so much.
Doctor,
Thank you for the opportunity.
Dr. Aisha, thanks so much for being here. That's going to bring to a close this version. Well, let's get to birthdays real quick. I got about 45 seconds. I can give you a few birthdays real quick. Today, Jacqueline Smith of Charlie Angel's fame, she is 76. Pat Sajak, the host of the Wheel of Fortune, he is 75. Hillary Clinton, the aforementioned Secretary of State and former First Lady, she's 74. And Lauren Tues, yeah, she was Julie McCoy on the Love Boat. She's also 74 years old today. I want to, Dylan McDermott, he's 60 today. And Carrie Ewells from The Princess Bride, he was Wesley, the dreaded pirate. He is 59 today. I'd like to thank all my guests, all my callers, and you, the listener, because without you, this program would not be possible. We'll be back here tomorrow, same source time, same source channel. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
The initial autopsy for Brian Laundrie's cause of death was inconclusive, according to the Laundrie family attorney, Stephen Bertolino, on Monday, adding that Laundrie's remains will now be sent to an anthropologist for further evaluation. The White House on Monday rejected two more of President Trump's claims of executive privilege over releasing documents to the mostly partisan January 6 committee. A national car rental company is ready to introduce electric Teslas to its